What's up, everybody? This is A to True the Best, and today I'm talking about how does it feel to be a former fat kid. And basically, these people was mad because they was fat when they was like young. I mean, that's like baby fat. That's like she's like 8 years old. This one lady, one of the people that was on the little what is like the former fat kid was like she was fat when she was like 8 years old. That's like baby fat. That's not really a problem. You can't okay who you was fat when you was 8 years old. Like that's a long time ago. You're like 20 now. Like that's like baby fat. A lot of people be like that when they was young. Not everybody, but like it's sometimes it happens like that. And it's not really tripping. And one of the ladies, the black lady, was on there. She was like, and that's like she was like maybe like 20, and now she's like 28 or something like that. 5 years ago she was fat. And that's like being a fat. That's being fat. That's like a real like that's dieting for real. That's a real diet. I mean, but it says how to be a former fat kid. But like, if you're like 8 years old and you're like 20, that's like way back then. Like, that's way back then. That's like it's like baby fat. Like you still, you know what I'm saying? That's not really gonna stick there. But yes, that's how. Well, like that's just it was just funny. And they was talking about how they used to like go to the pool and they used to leave their shirt on because they want to show their little fat belly or anything like that. Their belly. Let me see. I mean, I I used to be chubby when I was little. I used to be chubby when I was little, and I'm still like I gain weight. I still gain weight, so I'm still like so I exercise, but I still gain weight. So I don't know I don't know how does it go. But anyway, yeah, they was just complaining about it was used to be fat. Like nobody really cared about that. You was still little. You was still little. Nobody cares about that. Like you was still a little kid. You wasn't even fat at all. You were just kind of chubby and that's it. Like what does that got to do with anything? Like you were just kind of chubby. Like that's not really a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a problem. You just it didn't even make sense. How did I mean? That's just how it is sometimes, man. How it's gonna stick with them when they how's it gonna stick with them when they grow up and stuff like how's it gonna stick with them and all this. It's like this is kind of bogus. Unless you was unless you was fat like 5 years ago and now you're like lost weight. That's like a actually lost. That's like actually losing weight. Not like 8 years old and now you're like 20. Like that's way back then. It's not. I mean it is, but it ain't to me. It just I don't know. That's like if you was a fat to me. If you was a fat kid, you was a fat like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, like 5 to 6 years ago, or maybe like 8 years ago, maybe not at least about like 4 or 5 years ago, and then you lost weight, and they tell you how you lost weight, but not like no 8 years old. But at the same time, it's talking about how being a fat kid, and it was just bogus to me. It was kind of bogus, but at the same time, I guess how it is. So if you check out the videos called "How to Be a Form," what is it? Let's go. How what it is to be a former fat kid, what it is to yeah something like that. What it is to be a former fat kid, what is it like to be a former fat kid, and how just you check out the video yourselves and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Do you think does it make sense or anything like that? I don't know, but that's pretty much about it. So comment, subscribe, like my videos, and you tell me tell me if you was a former fat kid or anything like that. If you lost weight or anything like that, if you used to be a fat kid or anything like that, you just let me know and tell me. But that's pretty much about it. So comment, subscribe, and you tell me if you was a fat kid or anything like that. So comment, subscribe, like my videos, and this is A to True the Best, and I am out.